teenage community, an issue regularly debated is piracy. Many are all for pirating their entire collection of TV shows, movies and music, whereas others believe that the piracy law should not be broken on such a regular basis. This video's purpose is to try and help educate internet users on piracy, what teenagers generally think about it, why their opinion matters, how piracy can and is affecting the world outside one's laptop, and ways we can try and improve our online behaviour. Three terms that might often be confused with each other are copyright, infringement and piracy. They may often be thought of as interchangeable, however they are all different yet related crimes all associated with intellectual property. Copyright is a law put in place to protect people's creations and intellectual property. If you've created something original, whether it be a story, piece of art or a song, it automatically comes under the protection of copyright. Infringement is a term used to describe copying someone's work and using it as your own. So for example, copying an author's exact story and trying to publish it yourself is an act of infringement. Infringement is basically what copyright law tries to protect. Finally, there's piracy, which is the act of illegally downloading protected media, ripping and distributing protected DVDs, illegally uploading media that isn't your own to the internet, and transferring a friend's torrented files to your own laptop via USB. The majority of pirates conduct piracy through peer-to-peer networks in a process called torrenting. It's the more available alternative to directly downloading a file. The way it works is that the more people downloading, the faster it works. However, once an individual has torrented a show, that person is available to spread the show to as many other computers as possible. Some people don't see this as illegal because they themselves haven't opened up the torrenting program, yet they are still refusing to pay for that certain product. The term that's used to describe the company and owner's loss from piracy is deadweight loss. This means that although they aren't being directly stolen from, they are still losing potential profit, which can make all the difference to the value of their product. After surveying year 10s and 11s at my school on piracy and their thoughts on it, I found a little more out about the general stance on piracy. My results found that over 50% of people download copyrighted media illegally, either regularly or very often. Out of those people, the majority find piracy to be a good thing. When asked to provide the best argument for supporting piracy, I received statements like, "There's nothing wrong with torrenting. It's not stealing, it is taking a copy but leaving the original. It's good to test things before buying them." And my personal favourite, "Where else will people download it from?" From conversations I've had with friends, it can also be seen as a far more easily accessible way of viewing things. One of the most repeated responses in my survey were complaints about how ridiculous prices are. A common coincidence is that most of the internet users that torrent also believe that it can be a good thing, that there's nothing wrong with it, that it doesn't have a visible effect outside their private computer screen. But in reality, the effects of piracy are all around. Most prevalently, and one of the main reasons people torrent, the prices of media. With more and more people choosing to torrent in favour of buying the product, the company is losing money, and therefore a push to raise their prices to remain healthy. If everyone chose to buy their products, the companies could easily afford to lower their prices a sizable amount, and they want to do it too. By lowering their prices, it'd be more likely for them to continue selling their product, because pirates said themselves they do it because they can't afford to buy it. By torrenting in favour of watching it on TV or buying the products, the fan base is actually providing incredibly false data in regards to the interest on a show. If a large amount of fans are downloading or streaming instead of paying for it, then those shows are missing out on its full recognition as being successful, which can indeed lead to its early cancellation, in which nobody goes home happy. The example of when a studio has actually made a big loss and had to cancel the making of more of a certain show or movie is what happened with Zombieland. Zombieland made the record for one of the most torrented movies ever, eliminating the possibility of a well-wanted sequel, as the movie makers would very likely see it as a waste of money because of this. Pirate Bay are also being sued for providing a torrenting host site, which is evidence enough that piracy is serious business. More so that media upload is also being shut down. There is actually a wide range of alternative options to piracy, many free or very cheap. For example, going to a library is a quick and easy way of obtaining that movie you've always wanted to watch. Going to the video store is extremely cheap and you can often get really good deals when wanting to learn more than one movie. Going to the cinemas to see a new release is another alternative that's cheaper than buying a DVD. However, if you'd still rather have that digital copy in favour of a hard disk, there are many legitimate online stores you can buy them from, one of the most popular being iTunes, where you can buy anything from movies to music and even books. Many online sites also provide digital hiring, where you can pay to be able to watch the movie for a certain amount of time. Even YouTube provides this service. All these healthier alternatives provide a much more beneficial service to both the viewer and the company. Next time you think of torrenting, consider the option or other options. Pirating isn't the only way.